Hi everybody, I'm Andrew Masters from FIBO Group and welcome to my weekly report. During the American session on Monday, traders will focus on industrial production figures and the manufacturing index from the US. For the last 2 months, both numbers have been performing extremely well, adding further evidence that the US Federal Reserve will have to hike interest rates in the nearest future as the economy gathers momentum. We expect some volatility in the US dollar surrounding this news, with the greenback expected to strengthen if the uptrend continues. On Tuesday, during the Asian session, we'll see the release of the latest minutes meeting from the Reserve Bank of Australia on monetary policy. The central bank recently surprised analysts by keeping rates on hold at 2.25%, with some now predicting that they will raise rates again in April. We expect some volatility surrounding the Australian dollar on the release of this news, as the RBA outlines the state of the Australian economy. The latest interest rate decision from the Bank of Japan will also hit the market, which may create some trading opportunities in the Japanese yen, even though we don't expect any changes in rates. During the European session, we'll see statistics on economic sentiment from the agency ZEW. The data has been quite positive recently, with the euro expected to receive a much-needed boost if the trend continues. During the American session, we'll see data on the US housing market, with the release of the number of building permits issued, which may show the continuing strength of the US housing market. The highlight of the week on Wednesday will be the latest interest rate decision from the US Federal Reserve. The talk of the financial world at the moment is when the central bank will lift interest rates for the first time after the global financial crisis, and the rate currently sits at 0.25%. Last week, we saw an exceptional non-farm payrolls figure, and the unemployment rate in the US fell to 5.5%, adding fuel to the fire for the Fed to hike rates, with the market now pricing in a move in June. We expect extreme volatility in the US dollar surrounding the decision, with the greenback expected to further strengthen if the bank takes a hawkish stance. Early on Thursday, we'll see the release of quarterly GDP numbers from New Zealand, which has been quite flat in recent months, with traders paying close attention to the New Zealand dollar. The highlight of Thursday will be the American session, with the release of the manufacturing index from the Philadelphia Fed. The number's been on the decline for the last 2 months and is one of the few indicators from the US at the moment that is performing poorly, and a continuation of this trend may see the US dollar come under pressure. On Friday, the focus will be on Canada, as the market awaits the latest retail sales figure as well as the publication of the Consumer Price Index. Both numbers have been on the decline of late, which may have been a major factor in the central bank's decision to cut interest rates recently. The number will be closely watched by the market, with the Canadian dollar expected to come under pressure as we finish off the week if the number fails to meet expectations. That's all from me at FIBO Group, and I'll see you all next week.